You hear the bikes before you see them. Then you see them everywhere. This is Amsterdam, a city of canals, of bikes, and 900,000 very tall people. This is also one of the most visited cities in Europe, which means most people think they know what to do here. Canal cruise, Rijksmuseum, and Frank House, done. We know because we've been those people.
But between the two of us, we have spent a lot of time in Amsterdam, at different points in our lives for different reasons. I studied abroad in the Netherlands.
And I came solo after college to get in touch with my Dutch ancestry. This is our first time back together, and it didn't take long to remember why this city gets under your skin.
We are Julian and Martin, and this week we're taking you with us to explore 3 days in Amsterdam.
From the incredible local foods, hidden gems most visitors walk right past, the locals who actually know the city,
Her mom makes this dish, right? Okay.
and the popular sites that are worth it.
Whether you have 2 days in Amsterdam or a full week, this Amsterdam travel guide covers the best things to do, where to eat, and everything you need to know before you go.
I visited this city more than 20 times.
But this is our first time visiting together and I am so freaking excited. And we're hungry.
We're hungry for experiences, we're hungry for culture, and we're actually literally hungry.
Starving, to be honest. Which is why we're here, in the Jordaan, one of the most beautiful neighborhoods of the city.
Let's start exploring Amsterdam.
Let's go.
The Jordaan was built in 1612, not for the wealthy, but for the French refugees and anyone else Amsterdam didn't quite have room for.
French immigrants, they wanted to name this neighborhood Jardin, garden. That's why there's a couple of streets over here that they have names after flowers.
History is a funny thing sometimes, right? This was the neighborhood where everybody was pushed in that didn't belong, and now it is one of the most highly sought after neighborhoods to live in.
Today, the neighborhood is full of boutiques and wine bars and concept stores selling candles that cost more than dinner. We are extremely envious of those who get to live here, shop here, and wake up to these views every morning.
The plan was to take you to Monty's for a legendary toasty, but it looks like we have to come up with a plan B.
Unfortunately, the restaurant that we wanted to visit, it's closed. But then I remember my college days when I went to Jumbo or Albert Heijn's and I just grabbed something over there. So we're going to our next activity. Our next activity is one of the activities that everybody wants to do. If you don't do it the first day, then you're gonna be thinking, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it. So we want to do it right now.
Tonight, we're doing a sunset cruise along the canals. The canals are the whole reason the city exists, so it seems wrong to just walk past them.
We really thought we were smart with this one, you guys, because the tour we booked on Get Your Guide, which by the way, we'll link right here for you guys. There was a few options. One you could add on cheese, one you could add on wine, one you could add on cheese and wine, and one with none of that. We picked the cheap one, of course, and we brought our own, thinking that, oh, we'll just bring our own and eat. I think we gotta be more discreet about it, so we might be sneaking cheese under the table to each other.
You see, what we didn't account for was the fact that every single other person on this boat chose the cheese and wine option, and the seats all face each other around a giant platter of cheese that is not ours. We looked down at our contraband gouda and made a silent agreement to just admire the canals instead. We will survive.
Amsterdam started as a fishing village, herring specifically. It started as a small settlement on the Amstel River, back in the 1300s, and the location was perfect because it was right between the river and the sea. By the 1600s, this was one of the biggest trading ports in the world, and when you're moving that much cargo, you need water to move it on. So they built canals, hundreds of them, not for tourism boats with cheese, but for work.
Today, about 2,500 people live on the water here. permanently on houseboats that have been in some families for generations. This is extremely prestigious real estate. Granted, there is a limited number of licenses. From the water, you can see right into their living rooms. Plants on the windowsill, a cat, someone cooking dinner. It's oddly intimate.
At sunset, the light does something to this city that is hard to explain. And sitting here with your smuggled cheese, you understand exactly why people keep coming back.
Hello, checking in. When it comes to where to stay in Amsterdam, you obviously have options, but how many of those have a 24/7 pizza vending machine? Or bike rentals, so you can explore the city the Dutch way.
This week we partnered once again with Best Western, and this is why the Best Western Amsterdam is the perfect hotel for travelers like us. I mean, take a look at this room, you guys.
After a long day of walking, there's nothing better than coming back to the hotel where you know the pillows are good and you can actually relax. The Best Western Amsterdam has this great balance of spacious rooms and thoughtful amenities, which in Amsterdam is not always a given. There is an in-room coffee machine for the early mornings where you have somewhere to be before the city wakes up. There's a full bar downstairs for evenings and a breakfast buffet to get you going in the morning without having to think too hard. Best of all, this hotel sits just outside of the main tourist area, which means the neighborhood around it's quiet and easy to move through. There's a bus stop close by, so you always are connected, but also you're not in the middle of the chaos.
If you want to book this, we've got a link in the description so they know Tourist to Local sent you.
Goedemorgen, Amsterdam.
It's our first official full day here, and you guys, you can't trust the weather apps because it said it was gonna be raining all day today.
You can have the 4 seasons in one day over here in Amsterdam, so you have to be prepared.
What do we know about Amsterdam? They love bikes.
So that's exactly what we're gonna do all across the city. Come with us.
There are 900,000 people in Amsterdam, and nearly everyone bikes. We met our local guide who was born and raised here, which means she has been navigating these streets on 2 wheels since before she could probably read. And she was very clear about one thing from the start. Biking in Amsterdam is not a place you ride a bike if this is your second time riding in 10 years. There are rules, there is etiquette, and if you're a tourist standing in the middle of a bike lane, you will find out very quickly that bikes have the right of way. Always.
Most people in Amsterdam own 2 bikes. One decent one, maybe electric, the one that you ride to the office, the one that you actually care about, and the second one that is essentially held together by optimism. That's the party bike, the one you chain to a fence outside a bar and don't think about it until morning.
This is amazing. Now we're going through a park. Wow, this is the best way to go around the city.
The best part about this tour is the guide shares tons of information on what we're seeing and life in Amsterdam.
Apparently, one of the biggest problems in the city is bikes falling into the canals. They pull thousands out every year. The canals are 3 meters deep, but locals like to say it's 1 meter of mud, 1 meter of water, and 1 meter of bicycles. For the first hour, everything was perfect. And then...
Remember that I told you the 4 seasons in one day? Now it's snow.
Martine warned me about this weather. He was right. It's fine! Everything's fine! Oh my god. This is the authentic way to experience the city. They actually do bike in this. So
Yes.
you rode a bike probably every day through
Yes.
conditions like what we just did.
Yes, very rough.
Yeah.
Yes, although I still hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it was like a 5 or 10 miles bicycle tour through your school, you just had to bike through the rains, through the snow.
What was life like growing up here?
I would say growing up in the Netherlands, we had a very open upbringing. So when I was 6, I could bike to the grocery store, get my own groceries. It's very safe, but
Yeah.
also very free.
I just made the biggest rookie mistake after that bike tour. I am frozen like an ice cube. And I turned to Martine and I said, mi amor, I really need to warm up in a coffee shop right now.
And I was like, what? We're not covering that in that video. It's a rookie mistake because coffee shops over here in Amsterdam, they don't sell coffee. Maybe they will sell in one or two, but it's not their key product, let's say it like that. So we're going to a cafe to warm up a little bit.
What I meant. There's other videos out there that cover coffee shops.
That's right.
You're not finding that here.
We grab a decent flat white at Naked Cafe. Nothing fancy, but we did enjoy a little people watching. And we thought, you know what sounds good with coffee? A nice little sweet treat. And so we went where everyone goes.
Found Stapele, the most famous cookies in the city. They told us not to get intimidated by the line because it goes very fast.
I wish you guys could smell it in here. It smells so good.
This shop sells just one cookie. One! It's a dark chocolate cookie with a white chocolate center, and the staff bakes them right in front of you. Hot trays roll out to the cashier to serve, and your cookie isn't even sitting a full minute before it's in a bag and in your hand.
Oh, whoa. Oh, that is delicious. I love that they serve them hot. They roll fresh out of the oven. This is so good. Normally we avoid like the Instagram food spots, but I think this is one that's worth it.
With the sun back out, we walk to Bloemenmarkt, or the floating flower market. Except, here's the thing, it doesn't float how we imagine it. They are technically sold on houseboats that they are permanently anchored, but still, the flowers themselves are pretty. And if you want to bring bulbs home to the US, many carry certificates that allow you to import them.
This market is pretty cool to walk through, and it makes me think of my mom. She plants tulips every single year, so these always remind me of her.
Eventually, our wandering leads us somewhere we hadn't planned on stopping. 9 streets.
It's great because you're walking along this grid of 9 streets through the canals, and there's loads of thrift shops, boutiques, really cool place to do some shopping.
Martine gives me the look, and I have learned to never stand between Martine and a secondhand rack. You will lose. And anyone who has traveled with a thrift-obsessed person knows this.
The thrift stores over here, they are very good curated. And you're talking to an expert on this matter, so I really recommend to come over here a little bit early because on the weekends and afternoons they could get very crowded.
Okay, totally different topic. We're going to Morocco in September and we want to bring some of you with us. There's a few spots left and we're looking for curious travelers who are fun to hang out with. Doesn't matter how old are you, doesn't matter if you're coming alone, this is officially our last call before booking close. So check the link in the description for more info.
Oof, Stroopwafel. You can buy it over here that they put a lot of toppings on it, but I know a better place.
Well, I managed to reinvent myself with some new sunglasses over on 9th Street. How do they look?
And I think we're over 19,000 steps already without counting the bicycle.
It's insanity. We are starving, and thank goodness the sun's still out and we're at an open air market that has some good places to eat.
That's right. We have a couple of Dutch food that we have to try in our list. Let's see if we can find it.
Smells like fish. By the way, you haven't been to the Netherlands unless you've eaten a herring standing up, but that's next video, you guys.
The Albert Cuyp market has been here since 1905. It's got over 200 stalls and is the largest food market in Europe and opens 6 days a week.
We find 3 items we are looking for at Peter's Snacks. The first one is a beef croquette, which is deeply fried beef ragu.
No, we are not the biggest fan of mustard, but we have to try the local way with mustard, of course. Not a lot to say, it's fried. So crispy on the outside and inside it's very warm and nice. I don't know if it's a regular mustard, but it tastes so good combined.
Then Bitterballen, essentially the same thing in a different font, just smaller and round.
Woo!
Almost fell.
These ones are funny because on the outside they look completely solid, but inside it's kind of liquid. And the funny thing about these ones, I used to cut them, well, and also the croquette, in a wall.
What?
Yes, like you just put like some coins over there, and it has a wall, and it opens, and it's over there warm, and you have it normally at night after party. Yeah, I used to do that.
And of course, fries with mayonnaise.
I'll be honest with you guys, I used to hate mayonnaise. I thought it was so gross, but it wasn't until my trip here by myself, when they served it to me against my will with mayonnaise, that I tried it and actually enjoyed it. There's something about fresh mayonnaise that's totally different. But I want you guys to let us know in the comments, do you like mayonnaise or not? Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 50-50.
Feels like we're missing something. Oh right, dessert.
I told you a newer place for Stroopwafel. It's this one.
In case you weren't familiar with this god-tier dessert, a Stroopwafel is two thin, crispy waffles pressed together with caramel syrup in the middle. It's warm and slightly chewy in the center, and this particular stand makes them fresh in front of you.
Now, even though this has the word waffle in it, this is not like a waffle you probably know.
Lekker. It's cold outside, let me tell you that. Even though we have layers, it's cold. So having this very warm in our hands and in our mouth, so good.
And it's so chewy and it has like a slight cinnamon taste to it. Martina and I love buying the small ones. You could actually get them here too. We love getting them at World Market and eating them, but nothing compares to having one fresh.
When I studied over here, well, in Groningen, I had one every single day during 6 months.
The 20s were good to us.
Yes.
It's not the same in your 30s.
Nope.
You pay for that.
Personally, I know a few places that can compete with Amsterdam canals at golden hour. So we head to a spot called 7 Bridges, where you can see 7 canal crossings perfectly lined up.
I can't believe it. This has got to be my favorite little viewpoint from the entire day. It is almost 5 o'clock. The sun's starting to go down, and just standing here, seeing the views, the bikes pass by, I love this spot.
Definitely this city is one of our favorites in Europe. It has a lot of personalities and you cannot beat the canals.
It's good to be back. And even better when you still have friends around here. We'd met up with Matilde, another one of my international friends who studied at my university in Mexico. It's been over a decade since we'd see each other. She chose a quiet spot called Heemelrijck, which serves Dutch comfort food you'll likely not find in a touristy restaurant. We catch up on the last decades of our lives, then it's dinner time. And it's not a very beautiful dish, but it's comfort food, and it doesn't have to be pretty. I wanted to say how this dish is called, but I couldn't. That's why my friend Matilde needs to say it.
Cirkelstampot.
I couldn't say that. All right, so we're gonna eat this that she recommends. This is very, very Dutch. Actually, she was telling me her mom makes this dish, right? Okay, so let's try it.
Yeah, it's very delicious. It's like a mix of mashed potatoes with kale, mine is, and a meatball on top and some bacon. You can't go wrong. It's pure comfort food, and there's no way we would know about this place without having some local expertise.
What advice you can give to the tourists that they are visiting Amsterdam, you know, like with all these bicycles and moving around the city?
I'm not a fan of the red light district.
Right.
So that's like full of tourists, and to me that's like not Amsterdam. It's also not the Netherlands.
Right.
So it does not represent our country very well. So I would avoid that area. Of course, I totally understand that it's something that's a bit like different from what people are used to. So I totally understand that people would like to take a look, but I would really advise to go to different parts of the city where you can really see where the Dutch people are.
You have favorite places in Amsterdam or neighborhood?
I'm a fan of the area around Westerpark. And you have this area, the Pike, that's more in the south.
We went to a market over there.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice.
So you obviously studied in Mexico. What do you think that the Netherlands does better than in Mexico, and what do you think that Mexico does better than the Netherlands?
I think let me answer that because I studied in the Netherlands. I think education, the mobility. I love that everybody just have their bicycle and move around from different inside the city, and also mobility between the country we were just talking, you can go from Groningen to Rotterdam very fast, effectively.
Mexico is better. The food, of course.
Oh, thank you, Matilde. Thank you.
If you're planning a trip to Amsterdam, here's what you actually need to know about moving around this city. Walking and biking cover most of it, we've established that. And for longer distances, the public transport is straightforward. Buses, metro, and trams all use tap to pay, which makes it stupidly easy.
But Amsterdam is built on water, and that means some of your best transport options aren't on the road at all.
Yay, another day in Amsterdam.
Good morning. So today we have a special place we want to visit, but for that we need to take a ferry.
I love taking a ferry, especially whenever it's free. It's free?
It is free. So it just crosses over there and it's completely free for all the tourists and all the people over here.
This neighborhood that we're about to check out is so cool. I've been before. You guys are gonna love this one.
It's kind of, for a lack of a better word, alternative.
NDSM Wharf was Amsterdam's main shipbuilding yard. At its peak in 1937, it was the largest shipbuilding company in the world. Then the oil crisis hit, international competition caught up, and in 1984 the shipyard went bankrupt and closed for good. What was left behind was a sprawling terrain of empty hangars and warehouses falling into disrepair. For years, nobody had plans for it. Artists were drawn in by the potential, so they moved into the empty spaces and started turning former shipbuilding halls into homes, studios, and exhibition spaces. They created murals, graffiti, and experimental work on a scale that wasn't possible anywhere else in the city.
It's so interesting because the people who saved this place were technically trespassers, and not every city would believe in their idea enough to let them keep doing what they're doing. And I think that says a lot about the way Amsterdam works.
We walk the giant shipyards and see all sorts of fun stuff, and eventually make our way to the STRAAT Museum, one of the most impressive street art museums in the world.
Only this is worth it. So many cool paintings. And the good thing is also they tell you the story, a little description of the artist, and where are they from. Totally worth it.
And it turns out abandoned shipyards have excellent lunch options.
We decided to come to PLEKK, and we're not regretting it. So good, so tasty, and of course, we have a great view of the water. We ordered some avocado toast with poached egg and ricotta. The best option.
After last week in Copenhagen eating our body weight in pastries, this was the first thing we'd eaten that felt like a smart decision in a while.
And this place is so cool because it's all built inside of these shipping containers. And I remember when I came here, like, let's see, gosh, 10 years ago with my friend, my Dutch friend, she showed me this place and I thought it was the coolest concept ever. I'd never seen anything like it. And now you start to see stuff like this more around the world, but I really think that this was the blueprint.
The good thing about this city is you don't have a shortage of museums if you do need to escape the rain.
That's right. But if it's your first time in Amsterdam, I recommend the Holy Trinity. That it will be Anne Frank Museum, Anne Frank House, Van Gogh Museum, and this one that is behind me, that is the Rijksmuseum Museum. That is personally my favorite, and I think it's one of the most beautiful museums all around the world.
I actually haven't been to this one, so it's a first for me. Ironically, the sun is out.
That's right.
The weather's all over the place, but we're still gonna enjoy an afternoon in the museum.
All right, let's go.
The Rijksmuseum opened in 1885, and it's essentially the attic of the Dutch Golden Age. The 1700s, when Amsterdam was the wealthiest, most powerful trading city on Earth, produced an almost unreasonable amount of great art. Turns out, when an entire city is flush with money and drunk on its own success, people commission a lot of paintings.
What you're looking at in here is what that era left behind, and the level of technical obsession in the paintings is just insane. We have no idea how a human being did this with a brush.
The dessert is always to the last. Who doesn't love pancakes? This looks amazing.
Yeah, one thing I love about this country is they appreciate a good pancake, which is why you have two options, right? You can go for the traditional Dutch pancake, which is bigger than both of our faces combined, or you could go for puffertjes, which are these small little pancakes. You can find these a lot at markets, like it's a street food, and they're so good. These are a lot thicker and covered in powdered sugar, so word to the wise, do not inhale when you eat them. This is so cool too, because this little tiny place called the Pancake Club is right by the canal, so we have a beautiful view of the water, cozied up with a nice little mint tea, and it's just blocks away from the museum we just were. So perfect place to be.
The pancake we ordered with lemon curd. If you guys have the opportunity to order with the lemon curd, do it. Do it. Believe in me. Tastes amazing. And I think it's the perfect dessert.
Which one do you like more, puffertjes or the traditional?
I really like the consistency of this one, like how whenever you put it in your mouth. But nothing beats the lemon curd. I'm obsessed with that.
On our final morning, we woke up to amazing weather, and so we went to Noordermarkt.
This place is such a vibe. The sun is out for just a couple moments. Big wheels of cheese, tulips. Martine says there should be some antiques around here somewhere. We'll see what we can find.
This is just a great spot, and thank God it's Saturday, because I already spot some lederhosen over there.
I think those are your size, honey.
Right?
They look really similar ones you already have. Like that will probably work.
Perfect. Look at it.
Jackpot. Incredible selection of photographs that I found, and I'm pretty sure they're all from the same family and they have writing on the back. I'm so pumped about this, and check this out. I mean, it's the new me. We love it. I've never seen anything so beautiful while traveling. I knew I had to pick one up.
And for me, I found some bills and some coins.
We got it all, baby. Now we just gotta figure out how we close the suitcase.
This is a very dangerous place to be if you only have a carry-on with you.
We'll miss the canals. We'll miss the brick buildings and the bikes passing by and the way this city just feels familiar, even if it's been a good decade since you've been back.
Luckily, we're not traveling too far, because we are not done with the Netherlands.
Next week, we're visiting Rotterdam and Delft, two places most tourists miss completely, and honestly, they're lost. One city was rebuilt from almost nothing, the other looks like it hasn't changed in 400 years. You don't want to miss either one. So long, travel well, and make the world your neighborhood.
Only in the Netherlands! Only in the Netherlands!